Hi guys, it's George back here with another vlog, and today I am here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach for Late Night Riding 2025. It's the 23rd of August and I'm really looking forward to getting back into the park today. I haven't been here for about a year, so yeah, looking forward to getting back on the rides, some of my favourites here, and also get on Launchpad for the first time, which is the refurbed Ice Blast for this year. I've never actually been on that, whether it was Ice Blast or Launchpad or when it was PlayStation the ride either. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my first ride on there today, as well as getting back on lots of my favourites, including Icon, Grand National, Valhalla. It's going to be a great day, and of course there are fireworks today as well. Park's open until 10 o'clock, so yeah, lots of time to get on lots of rides. So I'm about to get on the front row of Icon, and they're adding a train to the circuit. So here's a look at the transfer track in action. This is a really unique transfer track with the fact that this whole part of the station moves back. Here we go. The train's about to come out. Here it comes. And here it comes back into the station. There we go, and it just slides back across as if nothing ever happened. So I've just had an absolutely fantastic ride on Icon, really enjoyed that. Yeah, I queued a while for it because of course they got that other train on, but that's really good now, so hopefully that's going to get through the queue much quicker. It's on 3 trains now, so that's really good. But yeah, it was great to get back on there. It's a great roller coaster, nice and smooth, lots of great elements on there, some good airtime. The inversions are really good fun. The S-bends, very whippy transitions on there. It's a long ride, it's absolutely fantastic. I do really enjoy it, and it was really cool seeing the transfer track in action as well. Like, of course, getting all the trains out, and then it slides across, get the trains back, and then it slides back in again. I really like that. It's a really cool transfer track that you don't normally see. It's like that whole section of the station slides back rather than just the track itself, because of course there's not a lot of space here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, so they've got to make the most of the space that they have, and that's how they did it, to make the space, you make the most of the space they have for the transfer track of Icon. It's like they've got a cool transfer track for the big one as well, where it raises up and down instead of going to the side, which is really cool. But yeah, it was really cool to see that, and it was great to get back on Icon. So I'm going to go for a ride on the Big Dipper now, the classic 1923 wooden coaster here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, over 100 years old. Looking forward to getting back on this. I really enjoyed it last time I got on it. I love a classic wooden coaster, and if you get a non-wheel seat on this coaster, it can actually be pretty smooth, and you get some good airtime on it as well, and hopefully it'll offer some good views of the construction site just behind me for the new ride opening next year, which I'll talk more about later. I really enjoyed my ride there on the Big Dipper. I was on one of the wheel seats towards the back of the train, and yeah, it was a little bit rough in places, but to be honest, it wasn't too bad. Most of it was fairly smooth. The airtime's really good, and getting pulled over those airtime hills is really good fun near the back as well. Yeah, I'd prefer to have a non-wheel seat where it's a bit smoother, but either way, it's a 100-year-old wooden coaster. What are you going to expect? It's going to be a little bit rough from time to time, a little bit of bashiness every now and again. So I'm just walking past the construction site for the new ride next year. It's going to be an Intamin gyro swing called Evictus, and it's going to swing to a height of 138 feet, and I can't wait to ride this. I'm going to be filming a separate construction update for it, so yeah, check that out if you haven't already seen it. So yeah, I'm going to go into details about that ride, but here's a look at the construction walls. We've got some branding on here as well. Yeah, it looks really cool. I can't wait to ride this next year. So I'm gonna head over to Valhalla now, the indoor water ride, dark ride, boat ride. I can't wait to get back on this. I really enjoyed this last time I was here. Hopefully it's not gonna have too big of a queue. It does open later on in the day. It opens at 2 o'clock. So yeah, it opened about like 15 minutes ago or so. The queue for Big Dipper went so slowly. It was advertised 30 minutes when I joined, but it ended up being about 70. So yeah, I was hoping to get to Valhalla before it opened, because once it did open, everyone goes running to it. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. It's currently advertised 50 minutes, so hopefully it won't be any longer than that. So I've just had a ride on Valhalla, and you may be thinking, I look pretty dry considering I've just been on there. Yeah, I wore a raincoat on there. I made sure to bring a raincoat so I wouldn't get absolutely dripping wet through on there. So yeah, I've just taken that off, and now my t-shirt's nice and dry. It's like a magic trick, and the sun's just starting to come out as well. My shorts are a bit wet though. My hair's absolutely soaked. But yeah, loads of water comes flooding into the boat on there. Literally, I'd recommend wearing like Crocs or sliders on that ride. I've been wearing sliders on there, like literally while I was in the queue. I made sure to put my raincoat on, and I bought a pair of sliders as well to wear in there. So yeah, it was good to make sure I'm not walking around in soggy shoes all day, because that'll just be miserable. But it was a fantastic ride. I love it to bits. There's some great theming in there, amazing effects. 3 drops, 2 of them are really quite steep as well. They're pretty long as well. Like, you kind of lurch forward to get a little bit of airtime, especially that 3rd drop. It's like a double down, really unexpected, and all of them happen in pretty much pitch black as well. So you don't really know when it's coming, and you don't know how long it's going to be, or like when you're going to get jumped. Like, you wouldn't expect it to be that steep. But there's loads of great fire effects in there. Unfortunately, the ring of fire wasn't working. There's a section with the final drop where you drop down, and then there's the big ring of fire that you go right underneath as it splashes down. But yeah, that wasn't working today. And then also the 2 like swinging logs in there weren't working. There's normally an effect where these logs swing up into the air, and then they come crashing back down and hit against the rocks, and then a big wave comes over the boat. That wasn't working either, which was a shame. However, there's still loads of great theming in there, animatronics, and loads of fire at the end as well. Even though the ring of fire wasn't working, there's still 2 massive scenes at the end, like with these really big scenes with loads of fire in there, which was absolutely brilliant. It was great to get back on there. A fantastic ride. I waited about 70 minutes for it probably, so yeah, it was definitely worth 70 minutes getting on there, even though it is still pretty long to queue. Unfortunately, it is, well, I mean, it's good to see the park busy, but unfortunately the operations don't seem to be too great here today. I mean, Icon's been put on 3 trains, which is good. However, some of the queues do seem to be moving pretty slowly. I've only done 3 rides so far, and it's like 4 o'clock, so yeah, some of the queues could do with moving a bit faster, the operations a bit faster. So I'm going for a ride on the Grand National now. Looking forward to getting back on this. 90 years old this year. Classic racing wooden coaster. I just had a very rough ride there on Grand National. Yeah, I was on the back row, the very back row. So yeah, it was a wheel seat, and it was shaking like crazy. The trick is to get a non-wheel seat on there. Normally where I like to be is the 2nd row from the back, because that's a non-wheel seat. So yeah, that's where you want to be for the maximum airtime and also a slightly smoother ride. But yeah, I was shaking around a lot. The airtime's really good on there, but I just couldn't enjoy it, that ride, because it was so rough. But yeah, so still a good ride, still good to get on it, and I didn't queue too long for it as well. It's only running 1 train on each side though, so that could do with another train coming on, because yeah, it's pretty busy here today, and 1 train on the coast, a lot of the coasters, isn't a very good showing. Time for a ride on the Pleasure Beach Express now. Never been on this. I can't believe the amount of times I've been to this park and I haven't been on this. But yeah, from what I've seen, you get some fantastic views of all the rides on here. So I'm looking forward to it. There's a look at Skyforce standing SBNO this year. Who knows what's going to happen with that. We should get some nice views of Icon once we come out this tunnel. good to have a ride on the Pleasure Beach Express there. You got some great views around there of some of the other rides. Big Dipper, Icon, the big one, and Infusion as well, which is really good. Shame Infusion wasn't going around, but the Big Dipper did, and Icon also did as well. But I missed, literally, it was exactly as Big Dipper went past, so I didn't see Icon, but I did see the Big Dipper. I was too busy watching the Big Dipper going, and then I missed the Icon going into his Hamilton. But yeah, it was good to go on there. Then you go past Infusion and round all these other scenes in the trees where there's lots of different animal statues. It's like a little safari going through there, which is quite nice. So that was it was good to get on there. I'm going to go for a ride on Revolution now, this classic Arrow shuttle loop. I really enjoy this ride, so I'm looking forward to getting back on it. You get some fantastic views from Revolution's queue line just here. There's a look at Steeplechase. Yellow's falling quite far behind there. There's a look at Nickelodeon Streak as well. This will probably be my next ride after Revolution. Is it coming round? I think I can hear it. Maybe not. Is an absolutely brilliant ride, of course, starting off by getting pushed forwards down that drop where you get some really good airtime through the loop and then up again, and then of course you do it all again backwards, so you get pushed backwards down that drop where you again get some really good airtime through the loop backwards, which is a really intense moment, going through a vertical loop backwards, really cool. And then you come back up to the top of the station, you get some great views from the queue line as well. It's an absolutely brilliant ride, one of my favourite rides here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. There goes Icon just behind me. Yeah, I'm going to go for a ride on the big one now because it seems to have got a bit quieter. So yeah, I didn't really want to queue ages for this because this isn't my favourite ride, but as the queues dropped down a bit, I thought I'd go for a ride because the view from the top is absolutely amazing. Enjoyed a ride on the big one. That was really good. The trick is with that ride, what I find is the best seats on there are the non-wheel seats towards the front row. So I was on the middle row of the second car, so the middle row of each car are the non-wheel seats, and then if you're towards the front, that's where I find the most smooth ride. I was on the second car in the middle row, so yeah, it was pretty good. There was still some moments of bashiness, like some funny transitions on there, a little bit janky points, but you know what, I enjoyed it. It's a long ride, you get some great views on there, and most of it was fairly smooth. It was really good fun. I did actually really enjoy that. So I'm here in Nickelodeon land now, where we've got two classic wooden coasters. You've got Blue Flyer, which is a small junior wooden coaster, and you've also got Nickelodeon Streak, which is going to be my next ride. You've just seen a bit of footage of it, and I'm looking forward to getting on this. Hopefully I'll get a non-wheel seat on this one for a smoother ride. Nickelodeon Streak there was absolutely brilliant. I was on the second to back row, so the closest to the back row that was a non-wheel seat, and that was brilliant. Lovely and smooth, great airtime, exactly what you want from a classic wooden coaster. Still not smooth, it's still got that classic wooden coaster roughness to it, but it's nothing too major, nothing that proper shakes you around, just enough to give you that classic wooden coaster feel. That was absolutely brilliant, really enjoyed that. If only I got a non-wheel seat on Grand National, then it could have been a really good ride, because that just shows that if the difference between the non-wheel seats and the wheel seats, there is a really big difference. So yeah, it's a shame that I got a wheel seat on Grand National, but hopefully I can get another ride on it at some point on a non-wheel seat, because yeah, I remember last time I went on it, I was on a non-wheel seat and it was brilliant. So yeah, hopefully I can get a non-wheel seat at some point, but I don't know if that's going to happen today. Time for a ride on the Ghost Train now. Ready for the drop. It's the Ghost Train. The Ghost Train is a brilliant ride here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Really enjoyed that. Lots of good theming in there, some good effects in there, and there's a great mix between classic effects and also modern effects. This opened in 1930 as the first Ghost Train, and since then they've obviously made improvements to it, made tweaks. They regularly go in there and add new scenes, which is really good. The last time I rode that was 2021, because last time I was here it had a massive queue, and then the last time I was here before that was 2021 when I rode it, so I haven't been on it for ages. So yeah, it was good to get back on there again. There was definitely some new scenes on there from last time I went on it, and it was really good to get on it. I'm now going to try and go for a ride on Launchpad. It's had a massive queue all day pretty much, but the app has been massively inaccurate today when it comes to queue times. It was saying that Ghost Train was on a 40-minute queue and I waited about 20, so and it's been the same with a few other rides as well, like waiting much less than the app said. So hopefully the queue's not going to be too bad for Launchpad, because I do really want to do it, with it being like the refurbished ride for this year, and the fact that I've never even been on this one before, because the views are probably amazing up there, especially now all the lights are starting to come on around the park. So I'll have a look and hopefully I'll get a ride. had was absolutely awesome. The view from up there was really good. I got the side looking over towards Central Pier and the Blackpool Tower, which was really cool, all lit up at night. Yeah, it was really nice that I actually got a night ride on it. It kind of felt more like a proper space mission going on there with it being at night and seeing everything all lit up. It was really good, and there was a nice kick at the top as well. The launch is pretty punchy, a nice pop of air time at the top. I really enjoyed that. So it's not too long to go until the fireworks are going to start. I think it's about 40 minutes, so I'm going to head over towards this side of the park, get some shots of the park in the dark, and then find a nice spot to watch the fireworks from. This view is going to change so much next year with the Victus on the side just in front over there, swinging over everything around here. It's going to look amazing. I can't wait for that to open next year. So there we go, you just saw some footage there from the fireworks finale here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, late night riding 2025, and that was a really good display, some great fireworks in there. Last time I saw fireworks at a UK theme park was at Drayton Manor a couple months ago, and because of the time of the year, it was still light when they did the display. They have their 9 o'clock closes and their fireworks every month this year, because it's their 75th birthday, and I was there in early July. It's like the first Saturday of each month they do fireworks to celebrate 75 years this year, but because it was still so bright at 9 o'clock and it was just lighter evenings at that point, it was really light, so you could barely see the fireworks. So it was nice to be able to see the fireworks this time with the dark night sky and all the lights around the park with all the rides lit up. It's a really nice setting for a fireworks display, and it was a really, really good display. Some good music in there and some amazing fireworks in there as well, some massive ones, loads of different colours, some really good quality fireworks. And yeah, it's been a really good day here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It started off a little bit rocky with operations not being great and not getting on loads of rides, queues moving slowly. However, it did get better. I got on more rides as the day went on. The operations did start to get better and the queues started moving faster. The queues did seem to be overestimated quite a lot on the app towards the end of the day. At the start of the day, it seemed like they were underestimating them, and then later on in the day, it seemed like they were overestimating them. So yeah, that could do with a bit of improvement, because I mean, it was like when I queued for Big Dipper, it was advertised 30 minutes. I ended up waiting over an hour, so that wasn't great. But then when I went Nickelodeon Shriek, it was advertised 40 minutes and I waited around 25. So yeah, they could do with making that a bit more accurate and updating it a bit more often. But other than that, it's been really good. It was great to get on Launchpad, the refurbished Ice Blast for this year, and of course that was my first time actually on that ride as well. Got on Ghost Train as well for the first time in a few years, back on Icon, Big Dipper, the other Woodies. Yeah, it's been a really great day here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and I'm looking forward to following the construction of their new ride for next year, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait for that next year. I'll definitely be renewing my season pass for next year. But that's now the end of this vlog here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at George Kelly and follow me on Twitter at George Kelly. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe everyone, and I'll see you all later. Bye.